as we mentioned, today is, of course, May the 4th, Star Wars Day. And to commemorate Star Wars Day, Disney and Lucasfilm dropped on us the first episodes of the brand new Star Wars, The Bad Batch. And The Bad Batch is what's the best way to describe it? It's kind of a continuation of Clone Wars. Actually, some critics are kind of saying it's nothing more than Clone Wars Season 8. I think the last one was Season 7. It's Clone Wars Season 8. Anyway, the good folks over there were kind enough to send me some screening links of the first 2 episodes about a week ago. I finally had a chance to sit down and watch it a couple days ago. I watched the first 2 episodes. Here's my thoughts on Bad Batch. First of all, it's better than I expected because, of course, the Bad Batch are a group of characters that were introduced in the first couple of episodes of the last season, and they were awful. I mean, it was just completely rubbish. Even hardcore Clone Wars fans who were excited about the new season were writing, this isn't so good. Of course, then they moved past the Bad Batch storyline into the other storyline, and everybody got back on board with it. But the Bad Batch episodes were terrible. And so I was really not expecting much from this. However, I gotta say, this show is not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it is better than I thought. And the primary reason why, to me, it's better than I thought it would be is because it feels very character focused, Rob. Whereas in the Bad Batch episodes of Clone Wars, it was just a bunch of rough and tumble. Look at us misfits. Rawr. But in this one, they really get into character and they talk more about character. And I won't give it away. I mentioned this on my Twitter. I won't give it away, but there's actually a very pleasant surprise, a familiar face that we know that pops up in like the first 10 minutes that actually makes really, sometimes they shoehorn in these, hey guys, remember Tatooine? Like they shoehorn in these forced references, but they had a very familiar face pop up in the first like 10 minutes that actually fit perfectly to help tell that part of the story. And it really worked. And I kind of got on board with it, and they introduced the characters, so went more in depth into who and what they are. Now, once you got past episode 1, and episode 1 is over an hour long. Episode 1, I think, is like 71 minutes long. Yeah. So it's a good full series introduction. Then you get into episode 2, which is like 25 minutes. And it felt a little bit more paint by numbers. I wasn't all that interested in episode 2. They were hammering on themes that has been done in various Star Wars lore 1,000 times and whatever. So look, overall, Rob, my assessment of the Bad Batch, which I had almost zero interest in, and I thought did not look good at all. It is better, a good amount better than I thought it would be. I still don't think it's good. Yeah, it is good. No, it's good. And I still don't think it's great. I didn't end it and think, oh my God, can't wait to watch the next one like I did with Harley Quinn, which I thought was going to suck. Right. And I finally checked it out and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch more. But you know what? Here's the thing. It is very, very formulaic Clone Wars. And so if you are into Clone Wars, and I know a lot of people are, so if you're into Clone Wars, I think this show is definitely for you. I think you'll be happy. I can honestly say I think you'll be quite happy with it because, like I said, to me, it exceeded my expectations. And if they continue down the road that was more like episode 1, which is more dramatic, it fed more into character development and all that kind of stuff. If the rest of this series is more like episode 1 and less like episode 2, this could be something that becomes a part of my regular viewing rotation because really I thought that first hour-long episode was pretty solid, which I am shocked to hear myself say. I'm absolutely shocked to hear myself say that, but it's pretty solid. I call it like I see it. Rob, you've seen, you obviously saw the last season of Clone Wars, so you saw the Bad Batch introduction. You've seen the promos. Where's your expectation level been for Bad Batch?
Well, I've liked, I mean, it got a rocky start. The Clone Wars did with that feature film, but I really have enjoyed it. I particularly like the latter seasons. I mean, I think seasons 4, 5, and 6 are actually great Star Wars. And then this new season they did, again, it started off rocky, and the Bad Batch was, I think the idea has been better than the execution. I mean, it almost started out, the whole idea of the Bad Batch is sort of gimmicky in itself. I mean, I get it and I'm there for it, but I wanted it to transcend its gimmicky idea, and I don't think it ever did. And this, again, I've only seen the first episode, which I thought, like you said, I watched it yesterday after you said it was good, and I liked it, but it's still like you said, it's I wanted it to do something more. I wanted it to take the concept a little further, but again, I haven't seen where they go. But I liked it. And Hot Toys did drop a figure from the Bad Batch today for Star Wars Day. And I'm like, you know what? If I will buy that. I mean, I want to see where it goes. And there's a lot of cool stuff in the Bad Batch, cool Star Warsian stuff that I really liked. So, it's a good trip to the Star Wars universe, a good trip back. I just want it to be a little better, but it's pretty good as far as I can tell.
The first episode actually is pretty good, which surprised me. Now, you guys hear me talk about episode 2. Yes, they sent me the episode 2, but it's not available publicly yet. So you guys haven't seen episode 2 yet. I think it's a step backwards, episode 2. But again, if they can model the rest of the show more like episode 1, this could become pretty interesting. And I like the character work they did. Question is for you guys. Have you guys had a chance to see The Bad Batch, the new Star Wars show, episode 1? If so, what did you think about it? Did it meet your expectations? Did it exceed it? Did you not like it? What do you think about it? Jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.